Friends, this is the lecture of switchgear and protection. In this lecture, we will study the circulating current protection for bus bar. Okay, we will in this circulating current protection, we will also use the same differential strategy. So it is known as differential bus bar protection. Here generator is available. Generator supply is given to the bus bar. Bus bar has two feeder A and B. Now we are providing differential protection. One CT is connected here to the main line. This is known as CT1. Two CT are CT2 and CT3 are connected with feeder A and B. Here you can see that CT2 and CT3 are connected like this. So both current will add here. This is the CT1. It is alone. Now you know that main supply current will flow from generator to bus bar. Then it will divided into two feeder A and B. Here CT1 is connected, so main current I is available. Here this I is converted into secondary. It is known as I1. Okay, this is I, so it will produce I1 into the secondary of CT1. Again, this is, let's say this is IA, current flowing from feeder A, IB, current flowing from feeder B. IA will produce IA in CT2 secondary, IB will produce IB in CT3 secondary. This is small b, so it represents that IB induced current in CT3 secondary. This is small IA, it represents the IA is main current, secondary current of CT2 is small I. Okay, so in normal condition, this is I1. The direction of I and IB will like this. So in normal condition, this is the direction of I1 downward. IA and IB both will add and its direction will upward. So in normal condition, again both direction are opposite, so I1 minus IA minus IB will become 0 in normal condition. So operating coil has no current, that's why this relay will not operate in normal condition. In faulty condition, let's say fault occurs between here and here you have to note that this protection will only provide the protection between the CT1, CT2 and CT3, so this region. Okay, this is the protected zone provided by differential relay. It will not operate for outward fault from these cities. So if fault again occurs in protected zone, then direction of N according to fault location, the direction of I1, IA or IB will change. So net current will not become 0 and relay will operate. So this is same strategy used as for equipment in previous lecture. We are using same strategy for protection of bus bar. That's why it is known as circulating current protection of bus bar. Here same notes are mentioned as I explained that in working under healthy condition, incoming current and outgoing current must be same, so relay will not operate. This is the incoming current, this addition is outgoing current. Under faulty condition, incoming current and outgoing current will not become same and relay will operate. So this is the very simple circulating current protection for bus bar. Okay, thank you.